is awesome. Can we have one of these at home? There's more washi tape. The most beautiful place I have ever journaled. It was kind of a transcendent experience for me.
Okay, it has character.
Let's do a little stationery haul from the UK. Oh yeah. Come back. Oh no. Oh, that just went all the way under my desk. Hello, welcome back to the journal vlog. I'm not at home right now. I'm on holidays at the moment. I'm actually in York right now. I'm here with my partner Chris. We're just taking a nice month-long break. I am, of course, travel journaling. The trip though, where did I put it? In this stunner of a little notebook here. Doesn't she look great with our room? This is the best hotel I have ever stayed in because it has a resident cat. His name is Teddy and he's the most beautiful thing. York loves their cats, so I feel very at home here. We're actually several days into the holiday already at this point. We landed in London. We were only in London for a night. We went to Sheffield. Chris unfortunately was very unwell while we were there, but I got to go see a band that I've loved forever, Idlewild. They were fantastic. We were only in Sheffield for that one night to see Idlewild, and then we went to Manchester and we saw Brothers Landreth. I did a little bit of stationery shopping while I was in Manchester.
Check it out.
That's really cute. I wonder if I should try out one of their reading journals. Oh, it's the papier one. People have been suggesting this to me actually. These are interesting, the 5-year memory books. I was thinking about getting one of the Hobonichi 5-year journals to do this, but that's very pretty. Wax beads, origami paper, and a washi tape. I like Stationery. This place is great. This place is awesome. Can we have one of these at home? There's more washi tape. Okay, no, I'm good with this one. We haven't got to check out Fred Aldous yet, but they open soon. Clearly we're not the only stationery lovers really keen, because all these people are also like, we want to go into Fred Aldous. Oh, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, 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 okay. The most incredible thing I've done so far was to take my journal to John Ryland's library and sit in one of their study nooks in the reading room and just journal. And it was just the most beautiful place I have ever journaled. It was kind of a transcendent experience for me. As a fan of history and beautiful old architecture, I just was so inspired by everything around me. So if you find yourself in Manchester and you're looking for somewhere to do your silly little junk journal, I could not recommend it enough. It just is an amazing experience. Because we haven't been in any one place for too long yet, I haven't had a chance to do this, but I've grabbed a bunch of York guides, things that we're definitely, whoops, I just dropped them all over the floor, definitely going to do, and some stuff that we haven't looked through yet. So I've got some ammo for my journal. Let's go to York. Chris, one of the items on my bingo was to meet a cat. Now hotel has one. This is the best thing ever. Nice, sweetie. This is amazing. Hi, sweetie. Oh, I made it. I want to cry. finish this. We started it last time and cats 2 and 3 I think were not available at the time, so we're gonna finish it now. Hi Jeffrey. Oh, this was Jeffrey last time. It's midnight now. I'm sorry. Hello Midnight. I'm sorry I misaddressed you.
Trade at the moment. We took a day tour out to Whitby. It is so beautiful, and look how big these are for my journal.
My tea tracker's doing really well. This is actually the day we left and we didn't fly out until the evening, so that is just the tea that I had at home, which is actually also Yorkshire. It's the best. It is simply fact.
Very loved. Was it cold? This is Simon. Simon's climbed into my jacket.
I have made an absolute mess of the desk in our hotel in Durham, but we're checking out this morning, so I gotta tidy this up. I'm a bit behind on the journal. I'm currently only up to our last full day in York, and we're about to leave Durham, so I'm like 4 days behind, but it's fine. I'll catch up. I'm very tired. I'm feeling my age on this trip. Hi, little friend. Are we friends? Aww, a friend. Hi. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being my friend. Oh, cutie pie. Thoughts? Feelings?
Yum.
upon the lane, and hurrah for the life of a country boy, and to run the new home.
We are in Lyme Regis fossil finding right now, and I have a little handful. I've already forgotten what these are called. Belemnites, I think. And there's a little fossil impression. This one. Is this your friend? Are you the same age?
Slightly older. Not by much though. Perfect skimming stone.
I got some stuff.
You're absolutely welcome.
What a gorgeous box. Are you
Yeah,
filming?
This is
Sorry, can you tell? Thank you.
start again. This is a special box that I've made up. This is going to be a limited edition with the new alphabet
Oh my God.
and the numbers and thank you and the ampersand. I'm going to show you it printed out, Erin, because this is one of my favourite prints. Yeah, this is one of mine. Well, in fact, all these designs are mine because obviously my dad started this business, didn't he? And so this is his life's work.
Yeah.
But now I've been adding to it. So this is one of my designs.
So pretty.
So this is a beautiful frame. So you could put that in your books and put your name and address in it.
Yeah,
Or you could put
gorgeous.
it on the front of an envelope or on the front of, I make all my own wrapping paper and stuff, so you could actually put that
I love
on your
that.
wrapping paper, put the person's name.
Is that foil, like a?
No, this, I wanted to show you this as well, so keep filming, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
So this is called embossing powder, and
Oh,
I
okay.
was wondering if you had some or not, so I want to show you this.
I have, but I've never been able to get it to work.
Right,
So I need your expertise.
You do, and it's very, very easy. So after you make a print and the ink is still wet, let's make a gold, shall we? So you just sprinkle some of this gold embossing powder on, and it doesn't matter how much you put on because it will only stick to the wet ink. The rest goes back into the pot. And then you have to heat it up. Now you can use a heat gun. I'm assuming you've got a heat gun, as all the crafters have. I mean, you can use a hairdryer. I don't have electricity on this Stalling Portobello, so I've got a big beefy, yes, the big guns. But this is no hotter than a hairdryer. Okay. So then you want to close in on this, because so basically you heat it up for a few seconds, and it starts to melt into the gold leaf. So it literally takes a few seconds to heat and a few seconds to dry. And then, so that dries straight away as well, feel that.
Oh yeah.
It's
wow.
very, very satisfying.
You just did that with the black ink.
With the black ink.
Okay,
But it
they've been
gets,
trying to sell me products that I don't need apparently. I'm like, I've got black ink.
she needs it all, she needs more. We all need more. You can actually use it with pens as well. So this is what I do.
Stop.
I taught myself calligraphy just to do this, Erin, so look at this.
Oh, italic calligraphy. Very nice.
Well, I mean, I'm not
pretty
amazing,
good.
but
It's pretty good.
it's pretty good. It's improved my handwriting anyway. So let's do the silver one this time. We've got gold, silver, and copper, and it just, again, it's so easy to do. You barely use any powder, and then again, heat it for a few seconds. And how
There it
nice
goes.
is that?
You
Imagine
see
that
when
in
it
your
melts.
books and on
Yeah, I
your
want it in
stationery.
my books very much.
Did you know you can use our stamps in wax?
I think you had told me, but I'd forgotten.
Yeah, so you can use them in wax. So they look absolutely great in wax. And again, we've got the numbers, which I made in honour of my dad because we didn't have numbers before. So I'll just show you a quick.
Wow, the box is gorgeous.
Yeah, the box is real, and they fit in perfectly.
Oh,
so
that's
look
so
at these.
sweet.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
They're
absolutely, and they're so
gorgeous.
sharp because, as you know, they're bronze, not rubber, so they literally last forever. With rubber stamps, when you press them, they move because they're rubber.
Yeah.
So the nature of them is to, you know, you don't get as much clarity.
I'm so spoiled. Thank you so much.
You're absolutely welcome. No, I sadly lost my dad end of 2024. So I'm now making everything. So I've added loads of new designs, and so has my son actually. So this is like third generation collection. Since 1973, that's when we started doing here in Portobello Road. So yeah, there's loads more. So please have a look around, and if there's anything you want to see.
What a haul! Oh, lovely. And some more of the stamping pads.
Yeah, I'll put some more in there.
Thank you.
Never have too
That's
many
wonderful.
stamping pads. I never take photos and videos, which is terrible because I should do, but I'm just so in the moment, so that's better, right?
I did indeed spend some money at Choosing Keeping. I wasn't that keen on London Graphic Centre, but this one I found some good stuff. I'll show you soon. Today is a very exciting day for two reasons. One is that I'm meeting a friend for the first time in person. You might know her as Jashi Corinne. And the other reason today is exciting is because we're going to the London International Stationery Show, which is really, really exciting actually. I'm a bit nervous. Let's go. Still gonna be a lot. That was a lot better than mine. No, she's a winner.
That was the best reaction to anything ever.
I don't think she even knows what the prize is.
You're on holiday or a car.
She's already on holiday. She's from New Zealand.
Really? Because I'm like so excited about my keyring.
I present you with your Norris keyring. Excellent. Well done. That's actually so cute. It is so cute. Yours is maybe better.
Mine is certainly something. Okay. It has character.
Oh, it moved.
Oh no. Oh, it's okay, you weren't down yet. Now you're down.
I'm committed. You know what? I'm okay with it.
It's got character. Close enough. Bam! See, yours is perfectly aligned with your phone box. Mine's just like my phone box is actually a TARDIS. It's facing in and out.
But I have a floating pen.
That's great. I love it. Got it.
Oh, it's misaligned, but I love it actually. That's really fun. Okay, yours is going to be better aligned than mine.
I'm gonna like gear up for this.
Yeah, you gotta like get in the zone.
It looks so good!
It's a very deft touch that. We've got a wall that needs painting at home. Are you available?
It's got ridiculous really fast.
Yes, pretty much. It's like Stationery Showdown, Battle of the Century.
Brush pen versus pencil.
I think you win.
From my trip, safe and sound. My kittens are back and it is just all's kind of right with the world, you know? Except for my sleeping patterns, I am so jet lagged. We've been home for a week and I haven't been able to do anything I've been waking up at like 4 a.m. every day. One night I woke up at midnight, which was really helpful, but I don't feel like rested and ready to do anything. I'm just so draggy all the time, so draggy. Something that I did when I got home was dump all of the stationery stuff that I got on the trip on my desk, and I haven't yet set up my filming stuff again, and I can't film on the desk until I've showed you everything that I got. So let's do a little stationery haul from the UK. Let's start with the biggest things. I have 2 bags from the London Stationery Show because Chris gave me his because he's a sweetheart. He came along with me as my videographer, which is very kind. Why won't you focus, please? Is it just too close? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Well, that's a fun test. Turkish Delight box from Borough Market. This bag, according to the lanyard, was Chris's one. The Kaveco lanyard, pretty good. These guys were just handing out pens in these great little canvas holders. And they didn't actually really tell us anything about who they are, but the branding says Submarine, Power to Express. I assume they just do branded, like promotional material kind of pens and such. The camera is refusing to focus, and I've been putting this off for a week already, so we're just gonna roll with it. Let's have to, oh, there we go, okay. This one's coffee themed, The Daily Grind, and it's a ballpoint, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but pens are pens are pens. This one says freshly picked, and it's also a ballpoint, and that's fine, I guess. It's kind of cute. This little cobalt blue number says Small Talk, and it's also a tiny pen, which I probably should have taken on the plane with me because Australia is one of the few places that still has you fill out a paper arrival form, and I was like, surely not in this day and age. So guess who didn't take a pen on the plane with me? Yep. And that was after having a conversation with the sweeties at the Tom Studio stand. Shout out Eloise, Rockstar, and telling them, like, I really need a field mouse because it's a pen that you always have with you because it kind of clips onto your keys. I was like, oh, I really need something like that because you wouldn't believe how often people are like, you're the stationery girl, you must have a pen, and I don't have a pen. Anyway, those were in this little pen pouch, which I don't know if you remember, I've been talking about wanting to make a pen pouch or like a more contained like pen case, I suppose, for my fountain pens. So this will be a really good template actually, and it had a submarine postcard in there too. Lots of literature about the brands in attendance. It was a trade show, so most of the people who were going were there for sourcing new products for their stationery stores. Lots of people were like, so you're in a store? And Jess and I were like, no, we don't. We have this lovely paper pad with all different colors in, so that'll be really fun for scrapbooking purposes. It's nice and light too, like an 80 GSM, which is what I like if I'm gonna rip things up and put them in journals. We got a little Rhodia paper pad, which we all know Rhodia's pretty good, like fountain pen friendly paper, so that's nice. It's got gridded paper inside. There's a Pentel and a gel pen in here, which is always kind of nice. I've heard good things about those. Got this postcard from Dusty Kid. Don't know what it's about, but it's adorable. And the show handbook with information about all of the vendors. There was a map in the middle of it that Jess and I were using to try and find our way to the stamp stations. Bamboozled us for a second because you actually had to go to their stall to get the card to start stamping on, and we kept finding the stamp stations, but we didn't know that about going to the stall, and we were like, where are we supposed to go? I just want to do the stamp rally so bad. We wandered around for probably 20 minutes before we worked it out. A little Tom Studio card. I have some Tom Studio stuff already. It wasn't like you could make purchases. People were placing wholesale orders and stuff, but you couldn't actually place like a personal order and pay for it or anything. But you know, I have the information of anybody I might like to look up. There is a pen brand I'm very interested in actually. Thomas Slim fountain pens from London. Woo! Those are some nice looking pens. We also got a little one of these guys, Artline, what is this? Artline Eco Green permanent marker, 2mm, dry safe ink. Cap can be left off for 2 weeks without drying out. Yep, that smells like a permanent marker. Why did I do that? And apparently I can't find my stamp rally card, which is a shame. Oh, there's the Thomas Slim. Took a page to look them up later. Oh, nice looking pens. Okay, I don't know what I've done with my stamp rally card. I may have actually moved it into my journal stuff because I'm well behind on the travel journal. We were traveling for a full month and we've been home for a week. So at this stage I have kind of lost track of some of the stuff I got and where I got it from, unless it's still in a bag like this. I'll try to kind of go start to finish. So in Manchester, one of the first places we visited, I picked up a couple of things from Strene Grene because we don't have Strene Grene in Australia. It would be delightful if we did. I got this origami paper set with Some beautiful designs in there. It's giving William Morris, right? Some of them are anyway. It's florals and patterns. Seems like it's, ooh, is it a different pattern on each side of the paper? That's actually so fun for origami. So yeah, it's looking pretty cute. There's lots of them in here. 70, it says 70G, like 70 grams. Sorry, I have to manually control the focus today apparently because it doesn't want to play. I'm assuming that means 70 GSM, which is a very usable weight for journal properties? Journal purposes. What am I trying to say? These are the designs on the back. Very, very happy with that one. And I also grabbed this washi tape because it was too pretty not to. Like, seriously? Look at it. Gorgeous. On an excellent recommendation from my channel member Ali, I popped over to Fred Aldous before we left Manchester as well, and I grabbed just a few things. Stack of washi tapes. These blue ones I thought maybe mystery journal. I have so much work. So much work. I know I'm out of focus, but I've got so much work to do on the mystery journal. I basically have to smash out the whole thing in the next 2 weeks. Wish me luck. So blue shiny washi tapes for that because black page journal. Also a solid silver is very nice, and then a thin gold and silver as well because I am enjoying metallics on the black pages very much. And I also grabbed a little packet of the Pilot mixable colors for the parallel pen in black. I picked up the parallel pen at the Melbourne Pen Show last year, and I actually still haven't done anything with it. I haven't used it once. It's a little intimidating, but I had the colorful inks from the pen show, so when I saw the black ones, I was like, yes, that too. Oh, this was also from Stationery Grene. I picked up this wonderful little set of wax sealing colorful wax beads. It's not very easy to find this kind of thing in stores in Australia, so I jumped on it and the colors are so cute. I do love me a pastel. You know I love me a pastel. I just realized I haven't addressed the gouge on my face. So let me talk about that really quickly. We picked the kitties up. They've been home with us for most of the time that we've been home, which is really nice because we missed them so much. If you have pets and you have to travel and leave them at home sometimes, like, you'll understand what I mean. Mitsu does this thing at night when he wants to wake us up, which is kind of unsuccessful at the moment because we're awake so early anyway, but he will kind of like dash across the bed and deliberately run where he knows your body is to wake you up, and then he'll like dive bomb onto the bed head. And he did that, but he didn't factor in something that was on the bed head, so when he jumped on it, his feet landed on something he wasn't expecting, and he fell off the bed head, and he fell directly onto my left eyeball. I'm actually so surprised I don't have a black eye. I am obviously wearing makeup. I have a photo shoot later. It's not really about me, but I wanted to get into the vibe of the photo shoot, so I have like worn something to match with, it's for my dance group, so it's not like an official like I used to do when I was a wedding photographer kind of photo shoot, but it will be really fun. We're going to be fairies because we're dancing at a fairy themed event soon and we need some promo material. Just a fun thing, but hence my purple eye makeup. I thankfully don't have a black eye, but I do have this nice gouge in between my eyeballs from Mitsu. He didn't mean to, and he felt really guilty for the entire day following. He was so apologetic. Poor little guy, but it's fine. My fringe kind of mostly covers it, my very grown out fringe, so that's all good. I'm thinking of taking you guys along with me to that photo shoot in the next vlog because it is kind of a fun and creative project, and I'm doing a little just fairy photo shoot with my friend Emily first, my Halloween costume bestie, because we just love to get dressed up, and I have these beautiful fairy wings on loan from another friend from Morris, so I was like, we have to use these, oh my god. Another of my wonderful channel members, Indy, recommended a store in Bath called Meticulous Ink, and it was awesome, especially for a fountain pen fan. Wow, I feel like I can't speak today. It's a very, very cool shop. They do beautiful old printing press projects and things, but they also sell some stationery. So I picked up a couple of things. This is the Tom Studio pigment ink, the black like waterproof pigment ink. I've been using the little ink samples that came with the Lumos and the Grene the entire time that I've had them, and I think one of those might be potentially the waterproof ink. I'm not sure, it doesn't actually say. And one of them definitely wasn't because it would smudge when I'd go over it with Tombos, and that was driving me nuts. So this way I can basically have the experience of the Sakura Pigment Micron without having to buy them over and over. Just keep using my Tom Studio, probably the Lumos mostly, but also the Grene with this ink, and I'll just keep refilling the same reservoir with this. I'll just make sure that it's labeled or something and I'll know that it's this one. So that's great, that's a win. And I also grabbed these two little ink pads. They had samples of them that looked really good on black paper, so a silver and a gold, kind of like a brassy yellow gold. Once again, I'm thinking of the mystery journal here, and that came in this really nice bag that I'll put with my resources for the travel journal, which I'm not finished yet. Over in London, I went to Choosing Keeping, and I'm going to try to remove this sticker so carefully. It's on a waxed bag, so potentially it will be possible. Because look how beautiful the Choosing Keeping sticker is. It's a bird. It's so nice. Choosing keeping kind of feels like a pilgrimage, if you will, for stationery people. Like everyone says that's the place you got to go. That and the London Graphic Centre, which it was admittedly a really cool place, but I didn't feel, I don't know, choosing keeping has a vibe. It's like welcome to the stationery apothecary kind of thing. Whereas the London Graphic Centre is much more modern and like, hey, we're an art store. And you're like, cool. I don't know, I always get a bit imposter syndrome-y in art stores for some reason. Oh, I did also pop into the Greyfriars art shop in Edinburgh and I got something there. I think I bought a single pipette. Hey, big spender. I feel like I got something else. I don't remember what it was now. If I come across it, I'll let you know. I got a few little random stickers still kicking around in here that I'm going to put in the travel journal when I get caught up on it, which will be soon because I want to show it to you. This is the Stash World sticker book that I took with me. It's phenomenal. It helped me out so much. I was going to put choosing keeping in there so it's ready for me when I want it. All right, what did I buy at choosing keeping? Oh yeah, come back. Oh no. Oh, that just went all the way under my desk. Where did you go? It's all right, I got it. Since it wants to run away from me, I guess we'll start with this one. This is an MT washi tape with a beautiful toile pattern. Oh man, so gorgeous. There was also at Harrods, there were also, sorry, what is my grammar? A bunch of really beautiful toile inspired patterned things. There was an umbrella. I nearly got it, but when you factor in the exchange rate, it was gonna be really expensive for an umbrella. So I didn't do it. Lots of the stuff at choosing keeping is repurposed or foraged, like lovely old vintage things. Look at these envelopes. Like, come on. Stunning, either for letter writing, pen pal kind of purposes, or just to rip up and use for the paper in the journal. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love when it's old kind of forage stuff like this. Likewise with the vintage treasures at Stash World, because it's stuff that you can't just find anywhere. It's going to be somewhat unique to your journaling pursuits, and so I think that's really special. I got a little pack of the Herbon blotting paper because I thought it would be good actually to cut one down to fit in my fountain pen and ink journal because it's B6 and these A5 ones are a bit too big, so I figure I'll just do one for each journal that needs one, have a few on hand for future pursuits. I got this vintage ephemera pack, which is so exciting. I haven't actually opened it and looked through it yet. This postcard kind of looks like some of the areas that we had been spending time in. When we finally got to London at the end of the trip, we'd just spent a bit of time in Weymouth. We'd been to Bath, we'd been to Glastonbury, we'd been to Windermere for a bit, like lots of places that kind of have this vibe. So I was like, oh, what could be more perfect? And in spring, and there's like some little dandelions, and I was like, that looks like our trip. So that's why I picked this one. Also, there's a cathedral in the back over here that sort of looks like, I mean, it could be any of the cathedrals in England. A lot of them kind of really look the same, but that one sort of looks like Durham to me. It says a Happy New Year to you. I don't know, but it gives the vibe of Durham Cathedral, and we'd been in Durham for a bit too, so that was just too good. But this postcard has somebody's beautiful old handwriting on it, and that just makes me really happy. I think that's really special and cool, so I'm excited to see what else is in here. I don't want to crack it open right now because I feel like I'll lose all the bits inside, but stay tuned to the channel if you want to see what I potentially end up doing with that bad boy. I didn't end up getting any pens, funnily enough. I mean, well, I did get this pack of the white jelly rolls. I got this from the London Graphic Centre. Once again, with the mystery journal in mind, I want to send some white markers, some white like gel markers along with the journal so that whoever wins it can use it if they don't have that kind of thing. And everyone says these are the best, so I wanted to try them out. If you count those, yes, I did buy a pen. It was one of the items on my bingo board in my journal. I was thinking of buying a fountain pen. The last time I was in England, we came across a wonderful maker at a market and I bought one of his pens, and it's ended up being one of my favorites. Shout out to Ian from Hand Turn Pens. I found them in a market in York. It's really lovely. I did actually have a similar experience this time with a different maker. His name is Simon Webb, I believe. I really loved some of his pens, but the ones that I loved were in rollerballs and I would have wanted them in fountain pens, and he was like, I can do you a pen. And so I emailed him when we got back. I'm gonna see if he can put me together a custom pen. So that would kind of be sort of having bought a pen on the trip, having found a maker, got inspired to maybe have him make me a pen on the trip, but I didn't actually buy one. Ooh, I'm going really not chronological here. I've got 3 more MT washi tapes because they're kind of hard to find in Brisbane. Other places in Australia have them, but not really here. I got these 3. It's like a very dusty lilac lavender kind of vibe. This one's a solid pastel pale pink, which I always run out of, and the top one is a lovely little soft blue plaid number. And what's really funny is when I bought these, I was wearing a soft blue knitted top and my pink jacket, and I got these from what's the bookshop in Edinburgh? Blackwell's? Yeah, Blackwell's. I got these from Blackwell's bookshop in Edinburgh, and the girl who sold them to me at the checkout was like, oh, these kind of look like your outfit. I was like, yes, I am that predictable, aren't I? These are my favorite colors. I don't have an excuse. And the last couple of things I want to show you are probably the most exciting. So if you have a good memory and you've been around on the channel for a while, you might remember I used some really epic stamps that I picked up from a market stall at Portobello Road Markets the last time I was in London at the beginning of my reading journal for 2025. They're like beautiful illuminated letter vintage stamps. I paid a lot of money to have a whole set of them from Claire at Printing Stamps London. And she was a sweetheart and she shipped them to me at my hotel in Edinburgh so she could give me like a really nice set. And at the time I remember being like, I hope she really does ship those to me because I just gave that woman a lot of money on the street with no guarantee. And she did, she was wonderful. Claire is an absolute rock star. So she actually emailed me after that, and I guess a few of you guys really liked the Chiswick set as well and emailed her and were like, hey, can I also buy that? And so she emailed me and was like, hey, thanks for shouting me out on the internet. I like, she didn't know I was gonna do that. I didn't tell her I made YouTube videos or anything, I just bought them. And she emailed me and was like, can I send you some more stamps? I've got this new set, I think you'll really like it. We've done this custom box. And I was like, are you kidding? Yes, but also I'm gonna be in the UK really soon, so how about I save you some postage and I'll just come pick them up from you? And she was like, oh my god, perfect. So we did. This is a new set from Printing Stamps London. I'll have to look up what it's called. The box is custom, I'm pretty sure, to like specifically fit this set. She also sent me home with some of her stamping mats, which I have 2 of within reach on my desk right now. They're so good for helping you get a really even stamp. These have been through the ringer a little bit because I did have to bring them home. So they're not in order anymore, hold on. Oh no, I'm gonna have to rearrange them, okay. They're a beautiful set. So Claire's family business is these amazing handmade stamps. I believe she said they're brass plated, they're not rubber, so they don't have the give that a typical stamp would have, which is why you need something like the mat underneath it to get you that really nice clean stamp. But it means they're so precisely detailed. With something like the VersaFine ink pads, they're like absolutely exquisite. She gave me a whole alphabet of them, plus numbers, and also this adorable little girly with a frame that you can use as like a book plate. I'm gonna have to organize these into, you know, they were perfectly organized for me. She did a beautiful job putting them all in the box, but I then put them on a plane and came home to Australia, and now they're everywhere. And she also gave me this little, it's like a nail file almost, that you can use because they're metal to buff the surface. If they're dirty, you can like completely get the ink off. So they're basically back to new and it won't damage them because they're not rubber, you know, amazing. Thank you so much, Claire. This is incredible. But because I went to pick those up from Claire directly at the markets, I got the benefit of looking at all of her other stuff as well. And so we brought home a couple of other stamps because my God, the stuff she has is incredible. And also some really fun extra bits too. I don't know if you remember, a while ago I tried to get into like hot heated foil stamping stuff where you stamp and then you put this foil powder on and then you hit it with some heat and it melts and it becomes like this. I tried to get into that and I had a massive fail, and I think it's because my tools weren't good. Claire was doing it in front of me with her own stamps and I was like, what do you got and how can I get it? And she was like, don't worry, I got you. So I picked up 3 stamps from Claire, a moon, a crown, and a peaches. Does that not look exactly like peaches? Like, the expression's maybe not quite her, but like, look at that. That's my girl right there. And then Claire had some fun showing me what they look like when you add the foil and heat it up and turn it into a foil stampy. She just did that with the VersaFine ink pad. I thought you had to have a special fancy ink pad. I bought like a set from Spotlight, which is the Australian craft store place, and it didn't work at all. And I was like, what's going on here? She was like, no, anything that's wet. And she also had the embossing pens that you can do the same thing with, that's got a brush end and a bullet end, which is really great. So now I can like she did here, just calligraphize and turn that into shiny foil. Mystery journal, right? It's gonna be incredible. And I also bought 3 of her specific Printing Stamps London branded foil powders so that I can do that. So I got a copper, a silver, and a gold. So she gave me the stamp set, this one, which is so kind. The rest of the stuff I bought because it's just that good. There's more. There's another stamp. Where is it? Here. We also came across a brick and mortar stamp store in York. It was called Make Your Mark. This guy makes all of his own stamps as well. These ones are rubber stamps. And to make it cheaper, he sells them just as like the stamp not mounted on a block if you prefer that. So I got 2 in that form to make it easier to bring them home. We got this beautiful oak tree of life and cat and moon in a window. I thought they were so gorgeous. So that's very exciting too. I went hard on the stamps apparently. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I think that is in fact all of my stationery from the trip. As far as the travel journal, I just tapped out. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or, oh, wait, I found more stuff, hold on. Or if it's because I've been having some digestive issues and that gives me energy problems, you know. I think I did get to about a week and a half into the trip in the journal while we were on the trip. Oh, the journal's on the couch right now because I was transferring my tracker stuff out of it into my spreadsheet, but I'm pretty sure the last date I did anything for in the journal was April 28th. And today is May 23rd. We came home on the 14th. So there you go. Oh, this is what I bought in Edinburgh. Okay, at the Greyfriars art store. These sets of sticker sheets in a lovely kind of copper metallic and a singular pipette, which is what I remembered from before. So I do have all of this stuff to still go through and some stickers that will go into the travel journal. And I did take this with me, the Archer and Olive like concertina storage little guy, and it's been great. It's also full of stuff from booklets and pamphlets and flyers that I already went through and cut out the bits that I need. So that's organized chronologically so that when I get to it, it will be easy to jump in. And I've also got extensive notes in a note file on my phone. But that's not going to be today because I've got to go take fairy pictures today, which is actually going to be really fun. So I'm going to leave the vlog here. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. I don't know how cohesive this one is. Is the vlog ever cohesive? Not really. But I hope that you had a good time anyway. Thank you for coming along with me on the journey. I'll be picking this vlog up right after I put it down. So next month we'll jump in with fairy photos and goodness knows what else. A lot of mystery journal, probably. If you liked hanging out, you can check out my vlog playlist over here. I do one of these every month. So there's plenty to be going on with over there if you're keen. And right under that is a video setting up the travel journal that I keep yapping about so you can see what the initial pages were before I actually went traveling on the trip. Bye!